The one thing Billy Bonds didn't want was conceding needless free kicks, but Dix did. McAllister's cross found the in-rushing Lee Chapman. McAllister was floundering, and Leeds were one up. More needless still was Tony Dorigo's push on Mike Keane. The England fullback had already got his pass in, then came the nudge. Julian Dix made it 1-1. But before half-time, Leeds were back on top and in front. Gary McAllister, first the skill, then the power, then the acclaim, and then the thanks. In the second half, Leeds survived some near misses, but Sterland and Wallace set up Lee Chapman. It was enough to make the margin comfortable. It leaves West Ham facing a bleak new year, and for 2 hours at least, Leeds United are back on top of the First Division. Saddest sight of the day, Sheffield's David Hurst, stretchered off. He could be out for a month or more with a thigh injury. It was Nigel Jamson who made the break that set up the opening goal. Graham Sharp running in, put the ball into the net. Wrong end though for Oldham. But Joe Royle's team worked hard to get an equaliser. Parks found himself outthought by Holden, and Neil Adams' delicate header was enough to share the points. Chelsea ought to have been comfortably ahead at half-time. They had enough chances. Clive Allen's left foot finally breaking the deadlock. A goal against his former club. But substitute Michael Sharon snatched Manchester a point they hardly deserved just a minute from time. The deflection leaving goalkeeper Besant stranded. It never happened like this in Graham Souness's playing days. Hodges' drive, Mulby's interception, only setting up Brian Dean. The Kop was silent. It wasn't till the second half that Liverpool put a worthwhile attack together. Back to the old days, the patient build-up. It never fails, and it didn't this time. It ended with substitute Steve McManaman cutting past two defenders. Saunders missed it, Ray Houghton didn't. Relief all round. The winner, 11 minutes from time, looks more like a game of pinball than a football field. When the lights stopped flashing and Dave Bassett's heart stopped beating, Dean Saunders struck. Off a post, well, what else? But Liverpool breathed again. Chris Price, recalled to the Aston Villa side, was soon in trouble. He gave away an early penalty, fouling teenager Robert Allathorne. Robert Fleck's spot kick beat Les Seeley, but only at the second attempt. Cyril Regis, a boyish 34, is having his second heyday. He put Aston Villa back into the game with a cracking left foot shot. But there wasn't much wrong either with the Norwich winner. Robert Allathorne finishing off Beckford and Fleck's work for Norwich's first win in 6. While George Graham and Arsenal fans ponder what's gone wrong, here's part of the answer. Defence's blunders that take some believing. It left to startle Paul Miller with a chance and David Seaman with no chance. But you'll have to go a long way to find a better through ball this from David Hillier, or a better strike from Paul Merson with an equaliser. If Coventry City could find some consistency, they might get out of mid-table. Once in a while, they have to rely on a bit of help from their friends. Gary Babbitt miskicked, Robert Rosario, broken nose and all, in the right place. But there, the goodwill ended, and while Coventry's young defenders stood and admired, Paul Stewart made progress. Great final ball, Gary Lineker's finishing at its best. And as we've come to expect, Lineker was there again for Tottenham's winner. Shades of Denis Law here, and a clinical finish from Paul Stewart. Peter Beardsley was Everton's main man as bottom-of-the-table Southampton stayed there. The game was only 5 minutes old. The goal from Mark Ward, an awkward bounce in front of goalkeeper Tim Flowers. Peter Beagrie crossed for the second goal. Beardsley controlled it with his right and scored with his left. Mickey Adams hadn't scored in 92 games in a Southampton shirt. He curled in a free kick to break his duck. It was too late, and Southampton were booed off the field. Crystal Palace hadn't won in 7. Notts County, in contrast, had had a Christmas bonus run. But John Humphrey's long pass found Mark Bright. His cross found Marco Gabbiadini to start the new year the way that the fans and he had hoped it might. And the fastest goal of 1992 is coming up. Just 33 seconds gone at the City Ground when Mark Pembridge let fly from 25 yards, 1-0 Luton. Luton were looking good for yet another revival win until Des Walker burst through. This his first senior goal in 313 attempts. Happy New Year goal, Des.
Bardsley with the throw, Clayton Blackmore, losing out to Wegerty. Bailey's gone racing into the middle, Sinton's in there too, Barker's in there, Sinton with a shot, and Rangers are in the lead. Andy Sinton, his first league goal of the season. I think Barclays are running a fastest goal of the day award. I'm not quite sure that Sinton's will get it because I think Luton scored in the first minute at Nottingham Forest. As far as I can gather. Well, here's Bailey, and that could so easily be another one. This is incredible. Barker, Bardsley. Oh, look at Bailey again, and Sinton. Strong shot, well saved. Great holes in that Manchester United defence again.
Well, again, I mean, completely unmarked Bailey. Nice knock back to Sinton and a ferocious shot. A lovely save from Smith.
Here's Bailey again. And this time, it's in there. Parker playing it wide for Ryan Giggs again. Getting it into McAllister. Peacock up there again. It does in the end. So United pull one back. Sinton. Is on now for Rangers. He's got Bailey up alongside him. 3 men are after him. Sinton going all the way. Can he finish it off?